he is in videos basically stating that they have 10 100-round choppers, talking about weapons, talking about messing with them, you're going to die. They have I actually enjoyed this one. It was a video released on or about 12/18/20 where they said, just screw it, take it to trial. I believe they even have a choice word in that one for the judge.
Is this a turning point for hip-hop? Hip-hop music has always been about expression, using your skills in the studio, on paper or not, to create music that best describes what you're going through at the time and what the environment feels like in your world. Because at the end of the day, we all have another world running parallel to the ones we share, our own. We all talk to ourselves, think to ourselves, have secrets we'll never tell anyone, or opinions on the daily that don't exactly fit into our physical society. Rap was created as a tool to express the perspective of the less fortunate, who all they had was their voice and a wall or table to beat on to free their minds from the pressure it is to live as a black or brown person in most parts of the world. Over time, this way of expression and painting of a picture or story only you can author spread to the entire world and became its own phenomenon, captivating from young to old over the years as it became more and more popular. Eventually, by 2022, it was #1 in music popularity and most consumed easily. You know what that means. The payout for being a rapper increased to almost unbelievable numbers, as rappers nowadays make 10 times what Tupac or Biggie was making, not to mention Brand Nubian, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Public Enemy, or any rapper or group that didn't grow up around this era of hip-hop music, with all the advertising opportunities afforded to rappers and the independence newly found and exploited by rappers to get their hands on more of that bread they deserve for being that one person that could cook up and deliver the music the hip-hop audience is feeling at the time. But along with the glamorous side of it, the making large amounts of money, being admired on a daily basis online and in person side, there was also a side that made you as a rapper easily accessible and an easy target at any time of day. With the right person looking for you, with a goal and strategy in place to achieve finding you, no telling what they're able to do to you in these days and age. The right person in this case was the police. Whether it be hip-hop police or a disgruntled fan who didn't get that shout out you missed on your IG Live or Twitch, and they report you and acts you're doing to entertain them, usually for free. The hip-hop police watch you attentively like a fan of yours, and who knows, over time may just have become real fans of your music. But they're waiting and waiting until you say that one thing on live or one thing to academics, No Jumper, not to mention Vlad TV, and there it ends. Your freedom in jeopardy as you go from a life of admiration and luxury to prison, losing millions unable to entertain and fighting for your freedom. The latest arrest and indictment of Young Thug, Gunna, and members of their crew on Rico charges is the most recent example of rappers doing too much in the public eye and getting caught for it, looking to serve real time in a point in their careers they should know better, as both were in their prime where things were finally taking off. Both were denied bond last week, reportedly because of the prosecution using their lyrics to convince a judge to keep them locked up until trial. Lyrics that detail them ordering hits, saying fuck the DA, the police, and even the judge. With what's going on specifically with Young Thug and Gunna, will this make the rest of hip-hop shy away from violent lyrics that can incriminate them later? Will this hurt the way rappers can entertain nowadays? Let's talk about it. The 3 biggest growth stunts or spurts the arrest of Young Thug and Gunna had on hip-hop, and what will those change or not going forward about rap music? It's your boy JC, Stunted Growth Music. Let's get it. Take a minute to like, subscribe, and comment on who I should do next. You can also send a super thanks by clicking the button below. Enjoy the video. Stunt number 1, losing money. The first effect this latest indictment has on hip-hop, specifically for these two artists, is that it took and is going to take a lot of money to fight this case. Money already had and money lost due to their incarceration and inability to get a bond and be out still making music and taking advantage of the avenues hip-hop now has to make money. Gunna was just starting to really blow up. His career has seen nothing but an uptick, as once before, he was the goofy kid in the corner that couldn't dress. Some say he still can't, but ever since he's dropped Drip or Drown, his music has been accepted more and more, as he had exactly the ingredients needed to fight off the last two eras in hip-hop, mumble rap and melody rap. Being proficient in these two in the last 10 plus years should have made you successful over that time in rap, where anyone possessing these abilities were blowing up left and right. Drip or Drown went gold, followed by his first #1 album Wanna in 2020 that went gold as well, but did much better numbers, even though Drip or Drown is a certified classic to me. Album 3, 2022 DS Forever, shocked everyone when it dropped with limited promotion and no viral hit songs, but became Gunna's second #1 album and sold 150,000 first week. In an era, 50,000 is a success. Safe to say, Gunna's career was being spurted right before his arrest, as he was set to dive right into superstardom and possibly a household name in the pop world. Then, right before that could take place, he's arrested and held without bond for who knows how long. Long enough to lose a lot of money, as hip-hop doesn't stop moving. A new era of rap is right upon us, with drill music still on its rise, and sub-forms of it, for example Grinch drill, sample drill, by artists like Cash Cobain, looking to rise as well. Gunna nor Thug possess drill music capabilities, so this incarceration could be more devastating than you think. Should they remain locked up for Bobby Schmurder amount of years, that could be the abrupt end for two of hip-hop's brightest stars at the moment. Stunt number 2, a gift and a curse. The arrest of Young Thug and Gunna, two high-profile rap artists, can be seen as a gift and a curse for hip-hop, although something tells me not many will adhere to what's happening literally right at eye view for us all to see, making it a growth stunt instead of a growth spurt. We've all heard about the prosecution using rap lyrics against rappers when they go to court, but now you get to see it live and even covered by sources like academics, Stunted Growth Music, and others, and listen to how they use these prosecutors, who are clearly not in tune with hip-hop, to read your lyrics as if they're writing a Hallmark card or an essay for college entry. Completely taking out the entertainment factor and slang of it, making it sound its worst form to a judge. This should be seen as a gift for rappers coming after these guys, because it shows this isn't a joke or as light as you think. Putting guns in videos, talking about violence you've done with gang, cussing out prosecutors, the DA, the police watching you online every day, none of that will help you in court. So, how important is it to make that kind of music? Maybe this will bring rap back to a place it was fun to be a part of, not the tense, violent industry it's become over the last 10 years, where fans who actually hype and instigate most of this tension wait to wake up every day and see the next fallen rapper due to him feeling he has to back up all the violent things he said in his music. A guy like Young Thug, like Gunna, was also seeing success with his most recent album, the second #1 of his collection, while his first went platinum. I was shocked to hear he was involved, because Thug's career to me is like everything is house money. I mean, a guy named Young Thug blew up right at the opening of mumble rap / melodic hip hop and became a staple in the game by 2022 wasn't supposed to happen. How do you mess that up? Being sloppy, allegedly ordering hits on the enemy, apparently on jail calls, knowing they're tapped, and again confirming the enemy and sometimes even the plan or results of conflict with said enemy. In a search of his home, he was charged with 7 additional felonies related to possession of illegal substances and illegal firearms. A curse because he's almost certain to do time in prison unless a miracle happens, potentially causing him to miss the tail end of capitalizing on an era he helped start, mumble rap / melody rap, if this is the end of its run. Spurt number 1, the best advocates.
Don't bring the dumb shit in the game. You're going to finesse yourself out of position and out of opportunity that can change your family and generations in your family life.
Yes, positives can be taken from this situation and actually help the community both these guys are from and represent online. Who better than Young Thug and Gunna to be released from their situation and come out with a positive message to the youth of ways they can stay out of the predicament these two found themselves in. Two of the best and most popular artists of today in hip-hop with the influence to promote real change. A campaign in the neighborhoods to assist in after-school programs, affecting the school system and helping to change what is being taught in schools to black and brown kids, or even seminars they both can go on and speak across the nation, educating the youth and younger rappers on how to stay away from acquiring their own Rico charge from the things they say and do in the public, which is most of the evidence the police has on them. It could be a great situation and even keep them both paid as they hit the end of an era that may have left them behind, depending on their sentence if there is one. Even up to this point, them only being in jail for about 2 weeks, they can still be instrumental in helping make sure rappers going to jail over the Rico charge doesn't happen again. Maybe no one listens, but I'm sure it doesn't hurt them, as they would only be giving $1 million worth of game obviously needed to be told by other rappers, instead of a podcast host just finding celebrity like Wallow tried to give them. All in all, this is just stupidity at this point that hip-hop is still going through this. It's racist on their side and careless on ours. This happens too much, and it's time rappers take responsibility and help this cycle to be discontinued. These could be the rappers to do it, to create the turning point rap needs to go forward. Will they be instruments? We'll see. For now, Freedom Guys. Visit stuntedgrowth3.com right now to get your Freedom Guys shirts. A portion of the proceeds will go towards things spoke about today, like affecting the neighborhoods and real change in the hip hop community. Salute, it's your boy JC Stunted Growth Music, and I'm out.